Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates the 106th Indian Science Congress in Jalandhar. Lok Sabha Speaker suspends 12 TDP and 7 AIADMK members for 4 consecutive sittings due to their unruly behaviour. House adjourned till 2 p.m. The main accused in Bulandshahr violence case arrested in Uttar Pradesh. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists killed and 3 soldiers injured in a gunfight in Gulshanpora Tral. The death toll in a gas explosion in the Russian city of Magnitogorsk rises to 37. And in cricket, India were 303 for 4 against Australia at stumps in the 4th and final cricket test in Sydney. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today called for invention of new low-cost technologies for the help of farmers. He said we should also work for their ease of living.
जो सामाजिक आर्थिक चुनौतियां हैं उनसे निपटने के लिए नेशनल रिसर्च लैबोरेटरीज एंड साइंटिफिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को सुलभ, सुगम और सस्ते समाधान तैयार करने होंगे.
He was speaking at the inauguration ceremony of 106th Indian Science Congress at Jalandhar today. Mr. Modi said that our former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri had given the slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and the then Atal Bihari Vajpayee introduced Jai Vigyan to it. Mr. Modi said that our slogan is Jai Anusandhan. He said for this purpose, the government has launched the Atal Innovation Mission.
Our former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri ji gave us the slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan 20 years ago in a historic address at Pokhran. Our great Prime Minister Atal ji had recognized the contributions of science and technology for India. He added Jai Vigyan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan. I believe it is now time to take one more step forward. I wish to add Jai Anusandhan. Therefore, the slogan now becomes Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, Jai Anusandhan.
The Prime Minister will proceed to Gurdaspur where he will address a public rally later today. Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan today suspended 12 TDP and 7 AIADMK members for 4 consecutive sittings of the House due to their unruly behaviour. When the House met after the first adjournment at noon, the Speaker announced the names of those members shouting slogans in the well and indulging in unruly behaviour. They include V. Paneer Selvam, C. Gopalakrishnan, R. Gopalakrishnan, all of AIADMK, and Jaydev Galla, Ashok Gajapati Raju, Ram Mohan Naidu, Narsimhan Thota and J.C. Divakar Reddy of TDP. The Speaker said the members willfully obstructed the proceedings of the House. Later, she adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Our correspondent reports that since morning, the agitating AIADMK members were in the well shouting slogans against the construction of dam on the Kaveri River. The TDP members were demanding financial benefits for Andhra Pradesh. The chair had warned them of action, but they continued their protests. Members in the Rajya Sabha today raised important issues, including the government circular authorizing intelligence agencies to intercept data on any computer in the country. Sukhendu Shekhar Roy of Trinamool Congress demanded that the Home Ministry circular be withdrawn as it violates the right to privacy of citizens. Raising the matter during zero hour, he said the order is unconstitutional and has the potential to turn the country into a police state. Kehkashan Parveen of JDU expressed serious concern over the dearth of blood banks in the country. She said 74 districts do not have blood banks and suggested introduction of Blood on Wheels program in all the districts to save precious lives. Human Resource Development Minister Prakash Javadekar has said the government has appointed a committee to go into reported suicidal deaths by some of the students of the Navodaya Vidyalaya schools. The minister was responding to a zero-hour mention by Biplav Thakur of the Congress.
ये जो कहा एक भी आत्महत्या नहीं होनी चाहिए, यह हमारा विचार है। इसलिए इसका हमने सीरियसली एक कमेटी अपॉइंट किया। ये 10 साल में 37 है और इसलिए हमने कमिट किया है और काउंसिलर भी हर स्कूल में हो, ये व्यवस्था हम कर रहे हैं।
The suspension of the AIADMK members in the Lok Sabha yesterday on Kaveri issue figured in the Rajya Sabha today. The matter was raised during the zero hour by Navneeta Krishnan of the AIADMK. Responding to this, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu asked the member not to raise the matter as it was relating to the other house. Congress members in the Rajya Sabha today staged a walkout, unhappy with the reply made by External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj on a question relating to Rafale aircraft deal. Anand Sharma of Congress wanted to know whether the government will make the minutes of the meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the then French President François Hollande on the deal available. Responding to this, Ms. Swaraj accused the opposition of manufacturing a controversy which she said has already been put to rest following the Supreme Court verdict in the matter. Dissatisfied with the reply, Congress members staged a walkout. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley today vehemently criticized Congress President Rahul Gandhi for describing a news agency editor who interviewed Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a pliable journalist. In a tweet, Mr. Jaitley accused Mr. Gandhi of attacking and intimidating an independent editor. The minister sought a response from the Editors Guild of India in this regard. The Union Cabinet has approved restructuring of National Health Agency as the National Health Authority for better implementation of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Briefing reporters in New Delhi yesterday, Law and Justice Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said National Health Authority will be chaired by Union Health Minister to enable the decision-making at a faster pace for smooth implementation of the scheme. The minister said,
जो नेशनल हेल्थ एजेंसी है वो अब नेशनल हेल्थ अथॉरिटी के रूप में काम करेगी। जो प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना है उसके साथ काम करने में सुविधा मिलेगी। तो पूरे इसके आर्किटेक्चर को त्वरित निर्णय और क्रियान्वयन के लिए किया गया है।
The Cabinet has approved amendment to the Trade Unions Act 1926 to make provisions regarding recognition of trade unions. Union Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said the approval will facilitate recognition of trade unions at central and state level.
ट्रेड यूनियन एक्ट 1926 में अमेंडमेंट किया गया है, जिसमें पहले ट्रेड यूनियन सिर्फ रजिस्टर्ड होते थे, अब वो रिकॉग्नाइज्ड होंगे। तो एक ट्रांसपेरेंसी आएगी स्टेट और सेंटर लेवल पर, उनके साथ बातचीत करने में, डुप्लीकेसी को अवॉइड करने में और पारदर्शिता को मेंटेन करने में।
The Cabinet gave its approval for the continuation of the Rashtriya Yuva Sashktikaran Karyakram scheme for the period 2017-18 to 2019-20 with a budget outlay of 1,160 crore rupees. The scheme aims to develop the personality and leadership qualities of the youth and to engage them in nation-building activities. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists have been killed and 3 soldiers injured in the Gulshanpora Tral gunfight that raged this morning following launch of a cordon and search operation by security forces. All the injured have been evacuated to Army's 92 base hospital in Srinagar. Details are awaited. In Uttar Pradesh, the main accused in the Bulandshahr violence case, Yogesh Raj, was arrested by police last night. 33 accused have been arrested so far in the case. Violence erupted in Bulandshahr on 3rd of December when a mob attacked the police alleging inaction over complaints of cow slaughter. A police officer, Subodh Kumar, was shot dead in the violence. More from our correspondent.
FIR had been filed against 27 named and 50 to 60 unnamed people with Siana police station. The police were on lookout for the accused Yogesh Raj, who was on the run for about a month. Several accused in the case have already surrendered in the court. Senior Superintendent of Police, Bulandshahr, Prabhakar Chaudhary, told that the Yogesh Raj is being interrogated and will be produced before the local court. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Karnataka, the Income Tax Department today conducted raids on the Kannada film producers and actors in Bengaluru. 6 teams of 25 IT personnel began raids simultaneously since morning at 28 places. The IT sources say that raids still continue and sleuths are looking at documents found in the premises of the producers. Shivraj Kumar, Puneet Rajkumar, Sudeep, Yash, Vijay, Rockline Venkatesh and C.R. Manohar are some of the prominent Kannada film industry members against whom the IT raids are being conducted. In international news, Pakistan government has decided to send a no-fly list of 172 people, including former President Asif Ali Zardari, to a review committee. Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry told reporters in Islamabad yesterday that the move was in accordance with orders of the Supreme Court. The minister said influential people often fly out of the country after facing corruption cases. The apex court had directed the cabinet on Monday to reconsider its hasty decision of placing the names of 172 people on the no-fly list. Last week, the cabinet had banned all 172 individuals from leaving the country. In Russia, the death toll in a gas explosion that hit a residential building in Magnitogorsk city has risen to 37. The Russian authorities said that 8 of the 133 people living in the building still remain missing. Rescue work is on to trace the missing people from under the debris. On Monday, a natural gas blast hit one of the blocks of a 10-storied residential building, destroying and damaging scores of apartments. US President Donald Trump has warned that the federal government may not fully reopen anytime soon as he stood firm on his demand for billions of dollars in funding for a border wall with Mexico. Addressing a cabinet meeting yesterday, President Trump warned it could be a long time before the impasse is resolved. He said it is too important a subject to walk away from. The president said $5.6 billion is such a small amount and he is talking about national security. In business news, the domestic equities declined for the second day as benchmarks. The Sensex and the Nifty today fell on weak global cues and heavy selling by foreign and domestic institutional investors. Both indices fell around 0.8%. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange declined 276 points to trade below the 36,000 mark at 35,616. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange was also down 93 points to trade under 10,800 level at 10,700 a short while ago. The rupee at the forex market also weakened 13 paise to 70 rupees and 30 paise against the US dollar in afternoon deals. In cricket, India were 303 for 4 at stumps against Australia in the fourth and final test in Sydney. Cheteshwar Pujara slammed his 18th test century. India won the toss and elected to bat. Opener KL Rahul's poor form continued here too after losing his wicket to Hazelwood in the third ball of the very second over. After Rahul's departure, Mayank Agrawal and Cheteshwar Pujara for the second wicket partnership scored 59 runs. Leading 2-1 in the 4-match series, India have already retained the Border Gavaskar Trophy after victory in Melbourne. Virat Kohli is in a unique position as he is the only Indian captain to go into the final test on Australian soil with the cushion of a lead. One more win will take Kohli ahead of Ganguly, whose record of winning 11 overseas tests has already been surpassed by Kohli. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates the 106th Indian Science Congress in Jalandhar. Lok Sabha Speaker suspends 12 TDP and 7 AIADMK members for 4 consecutive sittings due to their unruly behaviour. House adjourned for the day. The main accused in Bulandshahr violence case arrested in Uttar Pradesh. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists killed and 3 soldiers injured in a gunfight in Gulshanpora Tral. The death toll in a gas explosion in the Russian city of Magnitogorsk rises to 37. And in cricket, India were 303 for 4 against Australia at stumps in the 4th and final cricket test in Sydney. And with that, we end the midday news.